So this building is about 26 feet long. That's the building that the pigs and the kitties stay in the wintertime so that they can stay warm. It's insulated with the slab. This is the outside pasture area. In the summertime, they stay out here almost all the time, although they still have the ability to go in and out as they wish. That's about a half an acre enclosure. And the garage, I keep that door opened and accessible in case the kitties want to just go out and do a little bit of exploring. They can get in the warm. And of course we're wood heating because it's an 1867, so we keep the house warm with burning wood. Landscaping barrier, and it's an 8-foot privacy fence. Big tree for shade. Great big backyard. And the beauty about these dogs' backyard is that they have this cool doggy door, and they have free access all the time if we happen to be out. This is their back porch, so they have a huge back porch. It's about 40 feet long. Okay, so here's the interior area. It's nothing fancy. Again, it's an 1867 farmhouse, but the dogs free feed, although if we're not around, they generally wait until we're here to eat. There's private. These are all, this is our little rescue wire-haired Jack Russell. And Private and Sergeant over here, laying in his bed, loving the heat of the fireplace. He and Private came from the same breeder in Australia when we lived in Hawaii. So they have this wide open space. Obviously, if we're home, they're inside with us all the time. Entryways, and Julie's office. Upstairs, I'll just give you a quick walk through here. Upstairs, the master, and of course all three of them sleep right here with us. They're like our kids. You can see as soon as we're upstairs, they're like, okay, we're ready, but it's not bedtime. So and this is the guest room. I just put a new floor in here. And come on, kids.
So I work at the Clayton Opera House. I'm the executive director there. And the idea with Cordelia is that she will come to work with me most days, unless we have a big performance, because there's lots of people in the Opera House when we have big performances. But we've always had a dog, a mascot, at the Opera House. And so the past executive directors and the box office reps have always had dogs there interacting with people and kind of a stress relief for the staff. And we also do an educational program with kids in the school. And so that's kind of the idea of having her there.
Okay, we're going to do a perimeter walk. It's about 5 below with the wind chill factor today. We've got pretty good snow cover. Ground is completely frozen. You can see that it thaws quickest near the fence. We'll do a walkabout. occasionally in the spring, these vertical posts get pushed up by the frost, and you have to do things like shore with rocks like this area, and more timbers, because once they come up, they're up. But a chipmunk couldn't fit up underneath there, let alone a Jack Russell, or certainly not a full-size dog. This is the back gate that I bring the mowers in. They keep it pretty close, just about like a golf course. There's Major helping us out. And that's the garage. And this is the fourth leg, little fire pit. And the other gate. And back to the house. Good morning. How you doing, Zeus? You gonna try to get in my lap, are you? I would like to get on your lap, Dad. I would. Would you? Oh, Joser. Joser. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Look at this big girl still at the chow hall. What's it doing? Yes. He's a good boy. You can see the difference between the two breeds. She's about 500 pounds bigger because she's a hybrid, and Zeus is pure-blooded Ossabaw from the Outer Banks. He was born in North Carolina. He's about 3.5 years old, and he will likely live 12 to 14 years. And if I don't come in and wrestle with him at least once a day, he will pout like a little kid. Very friendly around kids and other animals, and they don't have a mean bone in their body. He just sometimes does not know his own strength, but very warm, love personal contact with people. So, okay, so our view from the porch, there is a farm down the road, about 1/4 mile. There is a vineyard across the road with our neighbors Bobby and Randy, and then the Ingersons, and that's the only 3 places that are within a mile of us. So we're set back off the road quite a ways.